Hello, world. Welcome to another episode of Unspoken Conversations podcast. You are tuning in with your co-host, D'Angelo.
Down road.
John.
And we are moving along to episode numero cuatro. That's episode number 4 for all y'all that was falling asleep in class, in Spanish class.
That was me.
Yeah, I plead the fifth on that one, so, you know. But anyway, so our first topic tonight is drum rolls, please.
Oh, man, the first topic. Who should be paying for the dates?
Who should pay for the dates? Yeah,
Fellas?
I think that's something that we all avoid, you know.
What?
In this day and age, you know, that's something that we kind of antsy. We don't want to talk about. We don't want to bring up, you know.
Yeah, I don't bring it up. I don't even go on dates.
You don't go on dates?
Come on, bro.
What? You trying to avoid that?
Unless you my girlfriend, you ain't getting none of my money.
Hey.
Fellas, I think we didn't bit off more than we can chew with this. Cause this.
I eat good.
Oh, man.
You
I really
I can
want
chew it.
You can chew it.
I really want to listen to Jab, man, because at the end of the day, I feel
Well,
like
you
I'm actually
couldn't
not the villain or the bad guy in the topic. So, Jab, take the floor, baby. So, you don't pay for dates unless they your girlfriend. So, like, I guess, so dating, so, to me, when I date to see if we compatible for you to be my girlfriend, you know, like,
True.
for us to, like, take that, you know, next step.
That's what we supposed to do.
So,
Why you can't do it for free?
it's some stuff you pay for and some stuff
Why
you
you
do
can't do
for
it
free.
for free?
I mean,
Where's the spoon? No, nothing about that one. That went over their head. But shout out to the people that know about that. But
oh,
yeah.
man. I mean, if you creative enough to, like, find some free stuff to do, go for it. I mean, I don't mind doing free
That can
stuff
happen.
for dates, but I mean,
That can happen. You can do things that's within a budget, you know, man. You don't got to go out, spend an arm and a leg, you know. You can do a little picnics, you know. Pull up, go
I
to
got
the
a
Dollar
question.
Tree or something, get you a little
Why is it
blanket.
a budget and free?
Huh?
Why is it a budget and free?
I mean, so what do you do that's completely free, John? Like,
Exactly.
what they have you in
Exactly.
on
You
that
tell
was,
me
like,
that.
completely
We
free?
could ride bikes. We can go walking. You know, everybody's in the health kicks right now. We go walking. You can go walk the levee, sightsee. You know, there's some nice visuals and stuff that you do. Actually, I'm into art, so I like to go to art museums and stuff. You can really just go walk in. Like, okay, cool. You don't have to pay for all the art museums and stuff like that.
Okay. Brother John, Soul St. John had gave us some things that you
Hey,
can
so,
do
yeah,
that's in the
so-
free
so
zone, that's
all
in the budget.
So
you
all
know?
the fellas that's out there, you know, like with a little
Moolah,
linen in
babe.
with a little linen in their
Oh,
pocket.
not moolah. You talking
Nah,
about me?
moolah.
Oh yeah,
A
for
little linen.
those you out there that just don't know what to do, but you got somebody that you interested in and you want to impress. Why don't you just use some of the advice that Brother John used? You know, just take them on a walk. You know, go with the park. You know, women still love that. Women still love walks in the park.
I mean, look,
I think they do.
That's one thing
Do
that
they?
you get to learn about.
Do they? They still love walks in the park.
I mean, actually, I would prefer
That's
walking
still
in the
love
park
painting.
rather than going to the movie. Because if y'all go to the movies, you sit down, you watching them. You spend $20 on
Hey.
each ticket for
Hey,
one.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's
And
true.
then you not
Unless
actually
you go on
getting to know each
Tuesday, though.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Unless you go on Tuesday. I know Daryl
$5
know about
Tuesday,
this.
baby. $5 Tuesday.
$5 Tuesday. In Cinemark, I'm telling y'all, $5 Tuesday. You can watch buku movies all in that one day.
I get what you're saying with that. So I really don't do movies like first date. For me, movies are like that time for you to like just sit down and be quiet. So I kind of use that like down the line, be like, hey, yeah, let's go check out this movie. You guaranteed at least an hour of silence of like just like relaxing and then just catching the movie. I'm just saying.
No, it don't. That depends on the person.
So,
Who told doing a movie?
black people.
You know that. We the main ones that, excuse me, could you
What happened?
just quieten it down there?
No, what give me is ask, hey, you be on a date with a chick, they like, what happened? I'm watching this for the first time, just like you.
Man, y'all, wow, y'all.
But
Hey,
but let's go back to so you did say you go on a date. So what? Tell me what you do. How's the financial situation? Because 9 out of 10 you go, aren't they go just hand you the bill? Do you have to pay for it?
Check this out. Good. I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna paint this picture of a situation that I have been before. All right, this chick, right? Met this chick, right? We chilling, getting to know each other. We hung out, went out to a bar. You know what I mean? We had a good time, marvelous time. I was about to drink. You know what I mean? It was cool. We had fun. We enjoy ourselves. So we linked up again, she wanted to eat. She was like, hey, man, I'm kind of hungry. I'm like, I'm hungry, too. She was like, you like steak? I'm like, oh, yeah, I eat steak. You know what I mean? So she was like, sure, well, let's go get some steak. So I feel obligated, like, sure, okay, I know this spot. You know what I mean?
Hold up, you say steak?
and
this
date
steak.
number, this date number
what?
I mean, I ain't just saying no number, but what number it was. But
Is it before
long
the number?
story short,
Is it before the number 3?
she inquired about a date. Steak came up.
No, steak usually come with
bam,
potatoes
bam,
and
bam.
wine.
So we eating, right? Having a marvelous time, man. I enjoyed it. We connecting, we laughing.
Connected.
The environment is good. The waiter coming on time. Everything is right.
Steak.
But then, when the waiter came over to hand the check, guess who she gave it to?
To you, I already know.
Hey, it was your idea for the date. I feel like
You
I
agreed
feel
to
like when you
You
offered,
agreed to
you
it.
said you
My
said
idea?
you said you felt obligated.
That was my idea. You know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah,
when
it
you
was
was
your
obligated,
idea.
so now you obligated to pay.
Right.
How was that my idea?
You should have shot it down.
should
You
said
agreed
no.
to it.
Right.
Just because I agreed to her suggestions of
That's
steak.
how it works. That's how it
I
works.
feel
They
it.
make it feel like it's your idea.
Yeah.
So like they like, oh yeah, that's so sweet.
Sweet.
I do like steak.
Steak.
Boy, y'all
Boom.
check this out. Okay.
Got him.
But the
I
lady,
think-
long story, the point that I'm trying to get to was the waiter automatically, she didn't think twice. She didn't think twice at all. Her initial thought was to give the man the check.
Hey.
And of course, I took it, and I gave her my card and I took care of it and didn't think none of it. It's not a problem. But I just want to kind of give y'all a walk through memory lane of, what the situation was.
I mean,
And if I can back up a little bit, y'all right. Now that y'all sitting here saying, and I'm listening to y'all at the same time, I mean, I kind of did fall, for the trap,
So that's gonna bring me to what I was finna say. I'm like, either that waiter had two ideas when she came to the table. One, chivalry, however you say it, isn't dead. Chivalry isn't dead. Or two, she got her duck.
hey, well, I wasn't necessarily on the duck. Whoa,
Quack, quack.
okay.
I flag. Duck.
So I kind of could help y'all out a little bit with this one.
Man, so I'm a duck.
I worked in the restaurant
Nah,
before.
I ain't no
Like that?
duck now.
Sound like a duck?
I probably got you.
Quack,
Like a
quack.
duck?
Quack, quack.
Act
Quack,
like a
quack.
duck.
So,
Duck. And this date number what?
so I used to, no, man.
Never mind.
Don't worry about it. So look, I ain't finna put you on spot like that. So look, I'm finna give y'all like a little insight on that one. So I used to work at a restaurant.
Ladies, go on a date with D. He got you.
So like one of the things.
Not
that
if
they
I take my
teach you-
cape off though.
So one of the things that they kind of like, not necessarily teach you, but like the thing that they kind of make you aware of is like 9 times out of 10 when somebody comes to a restaurant, you see a male and a female, like you should hand the male a check, and then
They
like
teach y'all that and
they don't necessarily teach it, but like it's kind of like,
You
hey,
know this bias, right?
I'm just telling y'all, I get it.
why is
Because you gotta
society
think
like
about
this?
it.
Why,
But you
why
really
is
gotta think
society
about
like
it.
this? Why do we accept it?
But you gotta think about it. I mean,
Why is that cool
I don't
to
have a
be?
problem with it, but still, like,
You know what?
but I
Don't
mean,
be
like,
biased, like-
but as far as I can remember,
I don't
like,
mind being a man, but
I mean, like,
me
Y'all
a-
making a
y'all never- y'all
I'm
never-
just raising the question.
okay. So my question is, like, have y'all ever went to a restaurant when y'all was younger? And like, do y'all remember like when y'all were younger, like if y'all went to like a family function or whatever, it was like they always just handed the check to like the man, like no matter what type of function it was, like the man was always handing the check, and like even like those years ago that I did work in like a restaurant, it was just like you just hand the check to the mail, and like if they already discussed who's gonna pay, that's on them. You just give it to the mail,
right?
And you just
but the thing they put it on the guy to make that decision,
right? But I mean, like it's your date, so I don't blame him. But then you also.
Huh? What about our date?
For one,
what a woman that in this?
It's the woman's day.
What a woman that in this?
It's the woman that wants to go out. Because I know, like, man, we just be chilling. We good in the house. We cut on movies, Netflix.
You're right. Men are more simplistic type of beings, and women are more complex. Not to say that it's bad, but you know, man, we can be satisfied over something simple. You can just give us a ball and we happy. You know what I mean?
Cut on the game.
A woman, you have to dig more and learn more and search more and understand more to get to her. You know what I mean? To please her. But listen, I literally think.
So another question is. When y'all go to these dates, quote unquote, or these non-dates, whatever y'all don't do. So like you don't have an issue with the waitress actually being more nicer to the male than the female. Like what? They always like, hey, how y'all doing? Then they always kind of like.
I've had a problem with that. So I
actually got in trouble like with that like a couple of dates because you know what I'm saying. But like at the end of the day, think about it because they know who's paying. Well, in their head they think they know who's paying and who's gonna lead the tip.
But I got in trouble another way. So pretty much I went on a date with a girlfriend. I told you I don't date unless it's a girlfriend. Right. So I went to the spot. The waiter. Oh, hey, how's it going? Right. Like she's ignoring my girlfriend altogether. And I'm like, oh, babe, sir, what would you like to drink? Babe, what you like to drink?
That's rude.
And like, pretty much
trying to start some problem, woman.
Like she did that the whole time, and then when it's time to bring the check, of course she brought it to me, but she had like scribbled little messages and like smiley face. Right. So guess what the girlfriend at the time did? She left my number. She was like, well, since this be whatever all in your face and stuff, I'm gonna give her your number.
Was it your number?
My number.
That was your real number.
Okay. And guess who contacted?
Waiting on the other end.
And guess who contacted me that night? And guess who got mad at me? But I'm like, you left the number.
Hey.
She left my phone number. They got mad when the waitress hit me up.
So she was feeling salty about it, like, oh, she all in your face. You ain't saying that, huh?
But I was saying something. But she was just upset. So then she got mad. Oh, but since she wants you, I'm gonna leave your number.
Nah, don't do that. But anyway, that's a setup. Don't do that. But yeah, I think that kind of moves along to our next topic of conversation, unspoken conversation, which is labeling yourself in gender roles. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The label of gender role. You know what I mean? And I feel like we in society accepts this and makes this common that you can just pass a check to the guy because of gender role. That the guy's supposed to be the financial, provider of the relationship. So I'm gonna give it to the man. Regardless of what type of relationship, regardless if they got a Jada, I like using Jada Will. Well, regardless if they got a Jada Will relationship or what, or they got the typical society relationship, they still you do that. They're obligated to do so. And so y'all think? I believe that comes from our label. In general, males versus females. Give me y'all insight on that. What y'all feel in general?
I feel like it's instilled. So if you think about it, if you go back, let's take away all the funny stuff behind it. But if you go back, think about back in the day, like the early 1900s, it was the man who pretty much went out work, brought the stuff home. The woman wasn't allowed to work and have all that kind of stuff. So pretty much it was all on the man. So now there's kind of trickled down through time. So it's like, okay, well, the man got to be the breadwinner.
And you know what? That's pretty much the breakdown, John. I feel like that we take, in our culture, we take that small perspective and then we blow it up. The point in, because the male had the opportunity to make the money and get a job, and the women back in the day didn't have the opportunity. that's why we were fighting, for women's rights, and still to this day, women still aren't appreciated and held to
the same standard as men.
And we put the men above the woman. And like I say, back to what we were saying in general, because of that, back in the day, that the woman couldn't have a job and she had to be at home doing the household things, cleaning, taking care of the children, because the male was the provider. The male was out there and he could have a job and she couldn't. So I feel like a lot of us in our generation gap, they take a little bit, but they don't take the full truth and they don't have the full understanding about it. They take the little small thing, and man is a provider, man's supposed to do this, man's supposed to do that, and they run with it.
And they have to abuse it too.
Right, they abuse it. And they don't sit here and say, hey, okay, I can bring this to the table, you bring this to the table. I'm going to hold you accountable so you can have something to bring to the table, just as but we going to sit down and we're going to figure it out together. Instead of doing that, they just say, oh, well, you supposed to do that. And then, what's so crazy, women are actually pull your card as a male. Mm-hmm. They'll pull your card. And if you ain't built up right and you ain't strong and you don't know yourself and you don't love yourself, you will actually fall into that and believe in that manipulation.
I'll hand you my card.
And okay, I'm the man. I'm supposed to do this. And when you really don't have it, or even if you do have it, you don't feel like, you don't really genuinely want to be in that situation, and you just be in it because of, the pressure.
No.
Learn
how to say no.
we have to learn to say no. But
I'm not gonna break my back for you. Especially like I told you, like how it is now, like in the dating scene, like when I mentioned abusing it, like of course, dating is dating multiple people. I don't like it. Because let's just say I know females for a fact they're basically going on 5 different dates with 5 different men throughout the week and call it dating and see nothing wrong with it.
Man, you just reminded me. It was on the shade room, actually. Y'all seen it? It was a guy, he was at the table and she was on the other end. It was like a woman finessed the guy for a meal. Mm-hmm. It was on the shade room.
I hadn't seen it, though.
Oh, yeah. So that was sharing the light on there, probably breaking the attention, like, okay, this woman was just using this guy. Just saying. And right after, she was on Facebook commenting about, I made him do this. Mm-hmm. I had him doing this. And she was bragging about it. And I'm like, hold on. You are taking advantage of a person that's generally, interested in you. And you making it worse, 10 times worse by bragging about it. Clouding, you spread the news. And but only people that's with that same mindset gonna be entertained by that.
Mm-hmm. And it's a lot of younger generation people,
in our culture.
That's
why I got the hat on.
That pretty much entertains it, and they find that entertaining, and they actually partake in it. Like,
I know. It's toxicness. It's it's something that you can gravitate to. You can lock into, but it ain't just no good habit. And like sometimes we lock into bad habits, and we continue to do things over and over and over. Just because we're comfortable with doing it, but that don't make it right to do. You know what I mean? And I think that's what it is, John.
That's why I don't date. Right there.
I mean, I date. I get it, man. Like you say, this
that's
stuff
why I don't date.
Stressful. You know what I mean? But you got to start over every time and give it your all. A fresh start every time. But at the same time, we got to be understanding and not let nobody run over you. And, just because somebody,
smell the bull.
Right, want to go on a date, you got to do this, you got to obligate to do that. No, I don't. I actually, now that I'm older now, it used to be a problem. I couldn't bring it up. Like I say, even when I wasn't making money, like, what I mean? I'm not making 6 figures right now, but I know one day I would be making 6 figures. And it's like, even when I got the money, I feel like I still feel in this present day. Mm-hmm. Now that you don't just got to feel obligated to do so just because I'm a male or just because society says this cool. You know what I mean? I'm gonna sit down with this person and we're gonna have that conversation. Exactly. We're gonna nip it in the bud. We're gonna get over it.
I told them that straight out the gate.
Exactly. The first week. If we having some dates, we really interested in each other. That's when you bring up them points. You know what I mean? That's when you could air be like, hey, you know, yeah, it's cool if we go on a date, but it's just a date, you know, and we just getting to know each other. I'm gonna get mine, and you get yours.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
Then when I take you out, that's a different story.
I think I might clear the air a little rude. You know, I'm known to be a little blunt. So usually I present it just like that, but I don't bring it up until like I'm genuinely just trying to get you know. But when you bring up, when you taking me out,
I get it.
Well, for one, this is how I view that. You know, can you deal with that, such? And if you continue to ask me, then I'm just going to...
Right. See, people can make that mistake. Even if they not purposely when trying to ask that, just the simple fact that you ask the question makes it irritable to because you ask that question makes me think, okay, now what you looking for? You know what I mean?
Good time.
You asking that question already. What's your focus on? You ain't even interested in me. Because you done asked now a question that was related to me exactly. Personally. You asking about this. Okay, so now I can assume this now because you made that step, you know? So, yeah, I feel like gender role is, you know, a main part in, you know, how that affects, you know, the payment process, you know, if it's comfortable enough to, you know, talk about it. Depends on the maturity of the two individuals where it would be a comfortable conversation or an uncomfortable conversation. Right. Okay. Facts. All right. Moving along to our next topic. That brings us to the Tutu Incident. Have y'all fellas heard about the Tutu Incident that was going around on social media?
I think I saw it. You know, I think I saw it.
You saw it?
I seen something about it on Facebook. It was like the father who was taking like a birthday picture or a picture and matching Tutu with his daughter.
That's exactly
like
what
baby girl.
That's exactly what it was. Like he was holding hands with his daughter, and I don't know. She was about 2 or 3 years, you know, small, and she had a tutu on, and he had a tutu that were holding hands, and then you know he posted it on social media, and man, I was reading the comments, fellas. I was really disgusted.
I'll read comments.
You know, yeah, you gotta have a tough skin when you're reading comments nowadays because people are very harsh and they don't care about it. Yeah, they're insensitive. And ignorant. You're right. You said two important words to describe them. But they were bashing him. Like, that was like, he ain't man. He ain't a man. He got a tutu on. That's what's wrong with men these days. They, you know.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
What
if he was a single father? What if the mom died of coronavirus or some unforeseen illness? What if he just basically trying to be a good father and be there for his daughter, but they don't think about stuff like that? Hell, I'm 6'7", 320 some pounds, and I'll do that if I had a daughter.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, me either. Like I strive to be a father. Like I said, that's on my list, and I pray to God that I be gathered and have the mindset to be so when it's that time. But I can see myself doing that. I mean, for the love of my child, I almost cursed. Well, forget the world. You know what I mean? Forget what y'all thinking. This for his loved one. This for his baby girl. If he want to wear a cupcake on his head, if he want to put pantyhose on his arm, I don't see what's wrong with it. Why do people?
It's honestly, I'm gonna say it like this.
Come on now.
You often bash us as the black male for not being a good father or not even being a father. So we already have a negative stigma. So why when you do actually see one of us trying to be a father, it's bad too. So now I start to feel like I'm damned if I do. I feel like I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. So when it comes down to it, you just got to block out all the noise and do what you're supposed to do. Do what you can for your kids. Do what you can for your family.
Exactly. So in that light, I don't see anything wrong with him wearing a tutu, taking a picture with his daughter. Like, what happened to the day where fathers could actually be a father and not be criticized and judged by society? Or even not even by society, because society, we are a part of society, so it's us that's in them homes. That's saying, making comments, you know what I mean? They're just saying those things.
And then this is the thing, and this is what I think is often overlooked. So a lot of men it was probably a lot of men on there talking about, man, he got on that tutu. Now you weren't saying,
you're right.
Now you weren't saying the same thing.
There were men
when you was playing Tea Party with your daughter at the house.
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
So what's the difference?
It's no difference.
Well, it is different. The difference is the one was enclosed though, and it's not exposed, and the other side is exposed and it's out in the open. So now, if you not the person that's comfortable enough to be that way and not care about what people think, now you under a magnifying glass, and now, you got to react
and try to protect your masculinity.
Yeah, man,
but if you're already comfortable with who you are.
Exactly, bro. This is what people don't understand. Once you know who you are and love who you are,
you stop seeking
what
approval.
People say to you really
don't matter.
Don't matter. And I'm smiling right now because I'm laughing on the inside because it was a struggle for me at first because I used to care about it. I used to care about what people think. And I used to go to the far extremes to prove, like, no, it's not that. You saying it's wrong what you're thinking. It's this. But then once I actually got more, loving myself, more comfortable and accepting of that, I can laugh. Because it's like you was really just doing it just to get at me. Now,
exactly.
Now I detach myself from your control.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I'm off your leash right now.
Exactly.
So people, you have to try to do so, to remove yourself from that. But man, I feel like
self-love is important. Self-love is important. Self-love, self-confidence, self-worth. Like you gotta have all these things, especially with dealing with today's society. Dealing with today's society, you gotta have all of that. Because regardless, no matter what you do, somebody's gonna always criticize. Yeah. Somebody's going to always critique. Why? Because they're uncomfortable in the skin they're in.
Yeah. And they're going to try to retract it onto you. And because they feeling bad on the inside, they want everybody else to feel bad. They want you, are you happy over there? You smiling? Let me wipe that smile off your face. But we can't worry about that.
You can't.
You
can't worry about that at all.
You got to keep on pushing. Keep on. You got to keep on pushing, baby, moving forward. And speaking of moving forward, we going to move on to the next conversation. I'll say second, but it's probably the third or fourth. But the unspoken conversation is the W.A.P. video. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The W.A.P. I guess you pronounce it as W.A.P. The W.A.P. that Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, they just dropped, their video. They're all over the social media.
We are priests.
Huh?
We are priests.
We got what?
We are priests. We are priests.
Oh, okay. That's what it is? That's what it stands for?
Yeah, we are priests.
Oh, okay. It went over my head. We are priests. Okay.
Man,
I don't think that those are the words.
You seen Superfly, huh? Priests. We are priests.
I haven't seen Superfly. But anyway, W.A.P. is stand for wet ass potty,
Twat.
For the potty mouth people, you know what I mean?
Twat.
It don't stand for wet ass potty. But you get the point for the grown folk. But, like Tutu Incident said, I'm grown. Why I gotta bleep it out? I ain't gotta bleep it out.
Cooter mama.
Cooter cat. But anyway, W.A.P. Did y'all watch this video? Y'all watch the video, though?
I'm going to say it like this. I was so unimpressed.
Did you watch the video?
I saw it.
I was unimpressed. Like, it's not... Like, I used to, sneak up and stay up to watch Uncut at night. Like, honestly, if that was on Uncut, I would stay asleep.
Womp, womp, womp. I'm going to give that 2 thumbs down.
I mean, I don't think it was like the video that people had issue with. I think it was like more
it was the hype.
The lyrics,
It was the hype. Yeah, right. It was the hype of it. Y'all saying this, we got this video dropping. Everybody like, oh, man, Cardi B and Megan together? Sheesh. This finna be some hot heat. And then you actually watch the video and you listen to the words.
I mean, it's just to me like the video was was a video. Like I mean, it wasn't nothing that made me go like, wow, why are they doing this? Or like, wow, it was just a video. I mean, like John was saying, you know, I mean, pee popping and tip drill was like way more
entertaining than that. I get it. Make y'all money, do y'all thing. Y'all speaking for the.
What's even crazier? Rihanna video Gotta Have My Money probably had like a little bit more had a little bit more than
I'm just playing. But y'all speaking for the people that's inclined, they're in touch with the sexual, you know, side, you know. And yeah, they want to celebrate for the W.A.P. Shout out to the W.A.P. I'm not mad at it. I love, you know, W.A.P. when it's time to get into that mood. I'm not going to lie. You know what I mean? Who don't like W.A.P.? You know what I mean? But the image and all this hype y'all give it, I'm like, I'm a male. And he's a male. I'm a dude. He's a dude. He's a dude.
We're all dudes, hey.
And we watched the video and we ain't really just, you know. And bro, when Cardi B had them things poking out, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, it takes away. If I go, I'm put it like this. If I go to Popeyes, guess what part of meat that I'm buying?
The breast.
The breast.
And them was fake.
People always say, "Dang, bitch, the breast dry, too big, whatever." That's the breast dry. But I love the breast.
Titty.
I love the breast.
I'm a titty man myself.
When I saw her chicken sticking out them breasts, I was like, nah, that's really kind of too. Like you flaunting like. It's so out there that it ain't even entertaining. Like, where's the secret? Where's the closure? Where's the, you know what I mean? You just got it out there, just bam. Like, who's supposed to be excited about it?
I'm like really conservative when it comes down to that. Like, you know, of course you like the fun side, but still, like, everybody don't need to know that.
Exactly.
And like, I've been pretty much, let's say, cussed out because I've told a woman like, hey, you know, I'm interested in you.
Because of how she was wearing. What she was wearing.
But like, you know, when it comes down to that, I don't like that, you know.
Right.
So, you know, I try to address it. Are you just mad because I'm short? But you don't have to show the world. If you want to be for me, you show me. You don't have to show everybody else.
But I think the manipulation is society too, because they train our women and
sex sales.
Our women to their sex sales. That. Oh yes, slip that off that shirt and show the cleavage. Show that boob.
For you
go for your interview, show me to get it. Wear that dress. That's my little bit tighter so I can fit them curves.
So with all this knowledge that y'all know that, how many of y'all still don't buy it? Like, do y'all still not buy it because it does? Like, if sex sells. What have y'all not bought that sex didn't sell? Like, what haven't y'all not?
I mean, honestly, shit, that's why you ain't got no money right now, because you buying this. You buying it. You know, because it's on sale. No, I'm just playing. No, but
Snapchat Premium.
What I'm asking is, like, okay, so we know, like, sex sells. Like, that's what you just stated. So if you know sex sells and they doing this to sell, like, they just showing
we're selling, not buying.
So, like, my question is, like, are you still buying it, even though you know they selling it?
What
they selling?
No.
I mean, me personally,
I would know his answer.
My answer, like, I'm buying everything. Like, I don't care, me personally, but, like, the way y'all making it sound.
So you go to a strip club?
I get what you're saying.
We
making it sound all
like,
that.
y'all just making it sound
yeah. It's all good there until we get that that in front of our face.
Right, so, like, my question is,
and then we buy it.
Okay, so.
we buy what they're selling.
So have y'all not been to strip club? So, like,
I'm selling, not buying.
So, like, have y'all not been to strip club?
Meanwhile, he's selling.
I went to one strip club, and I was so unimpressed that I've never been back.
Together. Me and Cadero about to make it rain in this mud.
And I'm over here like this.
You know what I mean? We conditioned as well. Males is conditioned as well to buy the sex that they selling, and women is conditioned to be the sex item, the sale item. You know what I mean?
But this is
not everybody.
But this is the thing. Know. So pretty much when it comes down to it, you put yourself on the shelf as the sex item to be sold.
Yeah, but you don't let nobody touch you.
But you have a problem when you're objectified and pretty much just looked at as the item rather than the woman that you are. But you put yourself out there like that.
See, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you
But
said.
if they look at it as just a job, like it shouldn't. I mean, like you are not your job. Like just because you.
But that's not for everybody. Some people they become their job.
We go. Say what you gonna say, Cadero.
Like that's some people.
Brother Darryl, speak that out.
I get that, but at the end of the day, you are not your job. You know what I'm saying? Like because you see a porn star or a stripper like that, you know, like I'm sorry, those like just extreme examples.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I get what he's saying.
No, I gotta bring that back.
Let him bounce for the women that actually accept that role and do that.
I mean,
sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to make the money.
Just like it's dudes.
I'm just waiting. I'm gonna wait.
I don't agree with it.
Just like it's dudes sitting down there that's comfortable, like with sex and all that. Like, okay, boom.
But
so
now,
at the end of the day, I mean, if it's women that's cool, comfortable with it, and it's just a job, like, hey, I have sex to like pay XYZ, I personally don't see an issue with it because it's a job. Like, so
yeah.
So
but that's the thing. It's not handled as business that way. You know what I mean? Majority of the time, it's not handled that way fully. You know what I mean? You might find something that's accepted and just be like, okay, this is business perspective, bam, I do this for the money, and bam. But majority of them are not in that caliber. So now, I want to hear what Brother John has to say.
So Darryl, now when it comes down to it,
and I'm going to piggyback off
if she's a porn star and she gets pound cake banged all day, so does that not make her a hoe?
No, it's her job.
Okay.
To me, it's her job.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Okay, if I go to the league and I play basketball, does it not make me a hooper?
It make you a
basketball player. Yeah, it make you a basketball player.
But I'm a hooper. But that means I'm a hooper. But it's a job. That don't mean that.
It's a definition.
Just because I play basketball don't mean that.
Okay, so on top of you being a hooper, okay, so on the court you're a hooper, but like once you leave the court and you go home, like
you still a hooper.
No, that's just a part of you. That's not you holding.
That's not your life though. Like you're not going home to your wife like I'm a hooper. You gotta be that husband. You have to be that father. You have to be that role model.
So I heard Darryl's side.
So at the end of the day, your job is not who you are.
And John's side, and now I feel like I want to step in on it. I understand your side, Darryl, when women that that's accepted in their life, and that and on my left side, that
if you're on OnlyFans selling cat,
if you putting yourself, all right, check this out. If you hold on, Darryl, I'm gonna say it like this.
Boy, you stupid. That it still ain't going
that probably is facts, but it's a dirty profession.
Because man,
it's a dirty. It's like a undercover black dark.
It is
dark. Yes, it is. So you telling me that?
Oh my God! Like,
okay, so you encouraging your female family members to be a professional prostitute?
Bro,
answer the question.
Yes, like no. Bro, like I don't have any issue with people that want to sit down there.
Now I know you really don't mean it like that, but you really just said that.
Bro, like people gonna do what they want to do. Like if you want to sit down there and discover that shit and get paid, why not?
I understand, sir, because I'm that type of person.
Because at the end of the day, like I was saying, I just want you to one of the oldest professions.
Get off of that soap op and come back to this, because this is a different type of category. The women that actually put themselves into categories where you are listening and you became conditioned to a society that says sex sell, and you are wearing clothes that's just all your figure all the time. Hold on. Let me explain.
So when you take these pictures and these Instagram pictures with your hair,
good. I got you. So
what you
all the
what
time.
You trying to show
okay,
Cadero? So what
I
you
got
trying
you.
to show
So you about to make me stand up
yeah,
and show you how these females be posing. I'm gonna stand up.
So what about the way you be posing, dude, with no shirt on and you over here
when the female
with your hair on and all that shit? You ain't over here trying to do a thirst trap either. Man, get out of here.
You posing like that every time, or?
D-Lo.
Every time you got your boobs up, or you got your toes.
Look at your pictures. Look at your pictures and tell me how many shirtless pictures you got that you posted. Dude, show me how many pictures. Tell me how many pictures that you got of your hair over here just doing all this.
If
like,
you
yeah,
allow
you know
me
it,
to
bro.
explain.
Damn,
You sound like you salty because I got hair.
No, I'm just.
I
saying,
see. I'm glad you brought that up, Daryl, because
D's just trying to make a Pantene.
right. I'm glad you brought that up because it's a difference between. Why do I have pictures? If I do have pictures of me with my shirt on, it's when I'm at by
that
pool.
you posted.
Did I post it?
I don't care about your private
Did I
pictures
post
that you
it?
take just for like.
Boy,
boom,
shut
boom,
up.
boom.
Well, don't
That's
nobody
on
need to
you,
know
but
about
like-
that. Why you airing my business out like that?
Well, I'm talking about the pictures that you
Nobody
post
need
for
to know about them
public,
pictures.
for the public to see, for the public,
But no,
for the public to
on
comment,
on
for the
put you on
public to
Front
like.
Street.
YouTube, follow me on YouTube at yo_chocolate craving. Yo_chocolate underscore
Okay,
craving.
let's go
And-
to you.
and
Let's
you
go
can
to your
see.
name. Yo, chocolate craving.
Craving with a K. Yo_chocolate
So that
craving.
don't sound like something.
And you can see the pictures that I have.
Sex appeal.
No,
Sound like
the pictures that I have
sound
are
like
when
a
I'm at a
OnlyFans
pool,
page.
I'm on the beach, or I'm working out. And that's the only time that I have pictures. You don't see me with no pictures with my shirt off every day or just mediocre stuff. No,
I didn't
you
say
have
every
it.
day,
No, this.
all day.
this
What I'm saying is, do you have any?
All right, this is my point. My pictures that I have is when I'm at the beach, when I'm in the gym, I have shirts off. But I've seen people, I've seen women that and men that it's called thirst trapping. When you put yourself in the caliber of always having this type of figure, every picture that you have is a picture showing your backside with your booty hanging out. What do you literally think?
pictures.
What do you literally think us males gonna see when we see a picture of you? And you got your booty showing, and you turn around looking in the camera. You know what I mean? Yes, that's good. Love yourself, be comfortable with your body, but we have to understand the difference. It's a difference between somebody just flaunting and it's a difference between somebody loving themselves. Yeah, a person that loves themselves might wear their hair out in there, you know, and they might have their shirt off when they're working out or something because they're comfortable in themselves and they're proud of their work that they get. You don't know where people come from. You know what I mean? But just because you seen and you don't have abs and now you looking like, oh, he think he's something because he have abs. Yes, it is the point because people do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, you can have a keg, six pack, whatever, but don't judge. You know what I mean? Oh,
So we
that's
not
what
supposed to
people
judge
do.
you with your shirt off because it's just you loving yourself. But like somebody that's a stripper or that's a porn star that's just doing this for a job to make ends meet, you gonna judge them.
and that's the difference. A stripper gonna have pictures where she got her stripper, she's twerking and she riding because she promoting, she marketing for herself, and that's cool. I'm just saying, like the ones that be out and put themselves in a category and then want to say, oh, I'm not this. Why do you think I wanted sex? Why do you think I wanted to have sex with you? Because
That's what you presented.
that's what you present, miss. You always talking about, oh, deep throat. You was the first one to retweet the W.A.P video, the W.A.P video when Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion had posted a video. You was the first one on Facebook saying, oh, this hey, this I like this retweeting and sharing it. But you wonder why a guy think that about you.
Okay, so
And I just want to leave it right there.
okay, so from now on, people, when I do an Instagram post or whatever, I'm gonna make sure I have church music in the background so y'all can think I'm like a Christian then, because just since we just over here just going on plain just presentation of everything, and we just not like just sitting out here and just talking about.
Sex sales in church.
I want to hear this one. Go for it. Go.
Sex sales in church.
Sex sales in church.
Go for it. I want to listen to this one.
So what it comes down to?
I mean, agree.
So
it's all over the world.
Yeah, it's all over the world.
It's embedded in us. As
My thing is like I don't.
as-
Okay, let me rephrase everything. What I'm saying is I understand that sex sells. Like that's what we understand. That's what we get.
Mm-hmm.
But you should not sit down there and I guess like shame somebody or like.
So you feel like we shaming people because
Man,
so
y'all
hold
was
on.
just going in.
No, we wouldn't.
So we shouldn't feel that if somebody putting themselves in this type of situation, we shouldn't think that of them. That's what you're saying?
You can think whatever you want. But that doesn't make it true.
A liar's lie. A liar lies. And if a person lies, I can call them a liar.
So Daryl,
if the person does this, we can call it what it is.
If I go down,
Whoa.
Daryl, if I go down the street and I shoot everybody in the head and kill them dead, and I say I'm not a killer, it's just my job.
What you gonna say? He a contract killer. He's supposed to do that. Every time you go on his page, every time you supposed to go on his page, you supposed to have somebody murdered on your page because he a contract killer. That's his job. So that's what he's supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do. So
I don't agree with that.
I don't.
Wow.
So, listeners. If we just giving our perspective and he giving his perspective. We all have our own opinions, and so it's up to y'all to judge. But if a woman or a man puts himself in the caliber of wanting to be okay, I'm now it's sticky. Are we still on? Mm-hmm. It's sticky. I'm talking about like duct tape. The males love to like have their cake and eat it too when it comes to that, and women are more the victims of, the matter. So we kind of get a get out of jail free card. I think that's why you kind of bringing it up to us. Oh, y'all saying all this, but y'all be the main one. If somebody was if Megan Thee Stallion was in our face twerking, y'all be all in her face. Yes, I would.
I heard she stank.
But they say a lot of things. They say a lot of things, man. We ain't gonna do that.
Like,
but that's how I be though. And people really would take that and be like, oh, she think. Oh, I don't believe that.
Okay. So let me ask. So let me ask this question then. Like,
let me check for myself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Meg, let me check for myself.
Okay, so let me ask this then. So these women that does this sell stuff that y'all all says, like they just
Snapchat Premium,
all that Instagram showing. How many of these have you liked or viewed? How many of they little videos and pictures have you liked or viewed?
What you trying to do? Catch us in?
No. When it comes down to, I see it all the time. I see it all the time. Now, would I date them or would I marry them? Hell no.
No. Yeah, you gonna have your fun and it's cool.
And that's cool.
You can have fun. And there's nothing wrong with having fun. But just be honest with it. But they would never be in the category of a wife or anything like that.
I don't know. At least let me get to the dating phase first.
No.
I mean, to me, it's all about personality, like jobs and all that other shit.
So you could deal with your wife going and you can see her getting banged every day on the video.
That's what he's saying.
Hey, it's a job. Like if I like her and love her, I accept her for flaws and all. I'm not saying me like I haven't met one that I just want to sit down there and like, I want to marry her. But I mean, I'm not gonna say
get the cat.
Get the cat. Come on, man.
Wow, bro.
You wild, bro.
You wild, bro. It's just, hold on. Let me check your forehead, my
You
bro.
got a temperature?
I think you got a fever, bro. No coronavirus shit.
How do I have a fever?
You ain't talking. You ain't yourself.
Man, if I sit down here and I get to know somebody, like if you sit down here and get to know somebody, like their job and all this other stuff that they do shouldn't matter.
I mean, like I say, don't get it.
But
don't get it
some
twisted.
stuff can't.
Listen,
some stuff can't, but like it goes back to what you always say.
Check this out.
Certain people have certain triggers. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm seeing my wife or the person I'm interested in get a facial, I'm not finna be interested in kissing all on them. Like no.
And that's your prerogative. And I get it.
I'm Bobby Brown.
And look, that's your prerogative. That's your prerogative. But like that goes back to dating though. Like once you date them and you talk to them, you get to know them. Like you kind of know their job, what they do, what they don't do. Like so, if you don't like it, you let it go. Like everybody's not meant for everybody. Like everybody has a.
I mean, what you're saying is facts in some things, but you can't mix it with what we're talking about right now. You know what I mean? That's a whole different
Yeah. So like let's say movie. So pretty much you married to a movie star. Of course they have a sex scene, but they're not actually having sex. I could deal with that.
But they actually kiss, so like
I can deal with that.
Do you call kissing cheating?
That's work.
I can deal with that.
So that's work. Okay, so all
right, so do you understand the severity?
Money kissing. So a porn star who's naked kissing somebody, there's something.
Can you see the severity of the?
Porn stars don't kiss.
Can you see the severity of the difference? Is it different? You know what I mean? But anyway, I feel like it's safe to say we gonna move on because this topic is.
Because we can go on all day about this one.
You know what I mean?
But Daryl, you made some valid points.
Oh
though.
yeah,
You
most
know,
definitely. You
made
know
some
what I
valid
mean?
points.
But we still, that ain't gonna change our view of if you put yourself, if you look like a duck and you quack like a duck,
It's a
we gonna call you
doggone
a daggone duck. Simple as that.
I still
Done
don't
ya.
believe that you're not your job. So
I mean, I get it. We not arguing the job, you know what I mean? We just talking about the other stuff.
But I mean, like, but that's
But
the
you
thing,
feel
though.
like it
you
relates
saying,
into-
but, yeah,
you
because
feel
you're
like it
saying
falls
if it's a
into it.
duck, like, so you saying if she has sex on scene, she does this on scene, what does she do behind closed doors?
Nah, I said I wouldn't consider that as a thing. So I get what you're saying. I'm not considering that as the same category because that's something totally different. So like I said,
But how is it?
we gonna move on, and if you want to talk about it later, we can bring it back up. But the next conversation we're gonna move on, and it is addressing the fact that apparently men are supposed to be mad and salty about Megan Thee Stallion. Like, I've read a post
got a problem
from
with it.
a female, a colleague, that she posted, why are men so mad and salty with Megan Thee Stallion? You know, so I was like, shoot, are we really mad? I had to bring this I wanted to bring this to the podcast, like, as males, there's 3 males here. Are we mad at Megan Thee Stallion for being Megan Thee Stallion? Is that a thing?
No, I just heard she stank.
Bruh, you in this, bruh.
But no, for
Stop
real.
it. Don't do it. Just stop saying that.
But
You
that's how
gonna
we
make me
started
think.
right
You
there.
gonna have me thinking like, you know.
But no.
Man,
But
stop
when it
saying
comes down
that.
to
right
it,
there.
if I'm gonna be mad at Meg, then I'm gonna be mad at LaKim. I'm gonna be mad at Trina. I'm gonna be mad at Cardi B.
Foxy.
I'm gonna be mad at Foxy. I'm gonna be mad at
Exactly.
Buffy the Body. I'm gonna be mad at all of these people.
See, exactly. See, that's another thing where people just be talking. But it's like she actually feel that we men, and I see why. Because I had to click on the post, and I had to read the comments, and I saw
love the
males
comments,
and females. Oh, I be digging. I like to get all type of different perspectives about things before I form my understanding. You know, before I say something about
That's a good
something.
thing.
But yes, they were saying, oh yeah, of course all the women are in cahoots with it. Yeah, men just salty. Men don't like Megan because Megan do the same thing they do. Megan the player. Megan got these dudes and she be running them. She get them to pay a bill. That's why guys mad at Megan.
And that's
I'm
why
like,
she got shot in the foot.
Like if I
supposedly.
man,
Allegedly.
send me one that bold, man. Just tell me
Man,
what you
come
want,
on,
man.
man.
Send me one that bold. Send me a female that's that bold.
Daryl, we
that's
probably
gonna
wouldn't
sit
see
down
you no more.
there. What?
We probably wouldn't see you no more.
Hey,
if
you
we
would,
seen
because
you.
I be so in love, man.
See, that's why you can't sell one
Like,
that
what,
bold,
man?
bro.
Like, man, what?
So
send
it
me
was-
one that y'all gonna sit down there and just tell me, boom, this, boom. I want. What?
Oh, yeah, man.
Okay.
Be like, yes. I would never be mad at somebody that speaks their mind and know what they want. Like
So-
that. To me, that's
There's nothing
attractive.
wrong with being assertive and,
Like, to me,
and
that-
vocal.
So it's clear that all 3 of us do not have a problem with Megan Thee Stallion.
no.
No.
All 3 of us, we all male, African American,
Like,
and we
even-
don't have a problem with Megan Thee
Like,
Stallion.
even when it comes down
But
to
I mean,
one,
like,
I prefer
everybody
a
has
woman
different
that's...
cups of teas too, though. Like somebody just might not like something about it. And that's understandable.
I mean, she's
and,
blunt.
And that's
I
why I
like
think
a blunt
that she
woman.
said
Me too.
that.
I like
think
a
that's
blunt
why they
woman.
said it.
Because I feel
blunt.
like I'm blunt,
She
so
blunt.
you be blunt.
She
So
blunt.
I don't want to
She
have to
loves
try to
anime.
figure out
Right.
what...
She loves anime. I like anime. Like I have no problem
So
with.
us not liking Megan Thee Stallion is a total lie. We love Megan.
Debunk.
Well, some men, I mean, there's no such thing as all in
some
numbers.
men.
So,
Again,
You know?
when it comes down to it, I have no problem with her. Would I date her? No. Again, I like conservative.
I would, because I think, shoot, she got a pretty cool personality, and I think that my personality, her personality, sure, we'll be some good friends.
Again.
You know what
Like,
I mean?
Again,
And we'll have a
everybody
genuine friendship.
got
I
that
can see her
DNA. They
right, like I can see her being my homegirl. Like,
Yeah, she agree with
That's what I
my
mean.
Right, man,
You know what I mean?
like, just
I'll
catch
be
a
her
couple
friend,
animes
and
and
if
just,
it
like,
transpires to
kick it
something
and
else,
chill.
then I ain't worried about what they say. I ain't worried about what the world say. Megan Thee Stallion, you got them Megan Thee Stallion needs, so you be twerking, you be right. I don't care about what the world say, baby. I feel like we have a mutual understanding, so I'll be willing to accept that and grow with you. He was the man. What said about that?
I'm just a conservative person. I have nothing against it though.
So
the world.
yeah,
That's the world. We
You know
can.
what?
We do approve Megan Thee Stallion. So that is not the deal.
I love a tall woman.
That is false news that men do not like Megan Thee Stallion.
And I heard she good with them hands too.
For real, for real.
How we wild, man? We just saying, man.
Y'all wow.
I heard
It's like, so the way Megan Thee Stallion sells sex is okay. Like y'all gonna talk and hang out, but the way that
Who said Megan Thee Stallion sells sex?
Y'all say
I just said that.
You
I just said that.
Her knee, like y'all didn't say nothing about her rapping.
Oh,
And then
what
y'all
we
said
talking
Megan
about?
knees twerking. Or liking her or not.
No,
liking her.
no, we was talking
so
about
I'm gonna
the
say this,
point
sex
of
sells.
her
So pretty much-
figure.
So
we was using her
so when
figure
it comes
for
down
sex
to
because you brought it up.
again, I remain constant. I'm gonna say this. I remain constant because I said regardless when it came down to her and Cardi B, like they cool, but I wouldn't date them.
Right.
Because you're conservative. Like,
Yeah, because I'm conservative. But I'm gonna ask you this question. So if Megan Thee Stallion had the same bars you was talking about her rap and stuff, you said we basically just focus on the twerking and the
Her
superficial
figure,
stuff. So be honest with yourself. If pretty much it was a chick that looked like Rasputia and she had them same bars as Meg Thee Stallion, would she have the same height?
Crickets.
Exactly. There you go, world.
Creek, creek.
I
There
ask
you go,
questions
world.
that nobody else does.
Exactly. Here at Unspoken Conversations Podcast, we have people starve. We have people they can't get the words out of their mouth because we talking about conversation that's unspoken.
Y'all say
Make sure you tell a friend to subscribe. And I think, it being saying all that, I think that's bringing us to our close of the episode. You know, and we appreciate all our listeners for tuning in. And we'll like to see you on the next episode of Unspoken Conversations.
Unspoken Conversations.
Unspoken Conversations.
Get off my phone.